All right, this video is going to anger some people, but it is what it is. I'm just sharing basketball and LeBron James related news. I'm passing someone else's opinions along and then adding a little bit of my own. That's all. I'm going to talk about Rob Parker from Fox Sports Radio and his absolutely brutal takedown and dismantling of LeBron James influencing Bronny being drafted. As everyone remembers, Bronny James, LeBron James' son, was drafted last NBA draft as the 55th pick conveniently to the same team his daddy LeBron James is on. He had completely nothing from his high school career and brief college play that would give anyone else in his position even the slightest chance of being drafted with his background. It has been quiet on the subject for a while, but this clip that I'm going to show you in just a second is crazy and priceless at the same time. Rob Parker makes a lot of valid points while sharing his, yes, impassioned opinion, and I think he hits the nail right on the head. I just want to mention from myself that everyone witnessing this now better be ready for next draft, because LeBron James is going to try to get his other son drafted as well and do the same thing over again. I've been against how this was handled from the beginning. Stephen A. Smith, on the other hand, has been for it before it happened. Then he was against it a little bit. Then he was for it again. Then he criticized LeBron, and then we know how that ended. But Rob Parker here is just literally destroying the whole argument of Bronny being drafted. You have to listen to this right now. But first, welcome. My name is Paul, and this is The Basketball Show, where I talk today's NBA, current events, news, players, history, and more. All completely unbiased, even though some people disagree, because any opposing opinion to weak people is always considered hating. Truth is truth, and I try to stand by that. Here is the Rob Parker audio. Enjoy.
No, it doesn't.
And it
doesn't.
It happens.
It does
literally
not.
just happened right there.
It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Between working a job where people do nepotism is bad. So I'm the first one to say it. What Danny Ainge is doing is bad. Nepotism is bad. A lot of companies won't even allow it because it is bad. I don't believe the Utah Jazz should hire Danny Ainge's son. So I'll be the first one on the record. But when it comes to athletics and you having to compete to get on the field, the reason that this country is 70% white and the NBA 75% black is because you have to earn your way onto the field. Okay? If NBA owners wanted to do it and just put white guys on the league and say the country's 70% white, I don't care how good black players are, I'm just going to hire white players because those are the people who are buying the tickets and coming to the games, and I don't care. No, sports has never been that once they've decided that they were going to allow black people to compete fairly and honestly, once they broke the color barrier. So it's a disservice to everybody who puts on a uniform, who has to compete. Michael Jordan owned a damn team. He didn't put his two sons on the team. He could have. Jerry Jones owns the Dallas Cowboys. He could have put his sons on the team and said, what does it matter? They're only the last guys on the end of the bench. People would be outraged. It's a disgrace. Anybody who's ever played sports and had to compete for a spot, for a guy to put their kid on it, it happens all the time, and it's wrong. It's wrong in Little League, it's wrong in high school, it's wrong in college, and it's wrong in the pros. Anybody who's honest, the only reason that people didn't go out and go off on LeBron is because he's a star. And they don't want the wrath or be able to say, well, LeBron stopped me from doing this, or I can't get tickets to the Lakers, or like they're afraid. If this was anybody else, if this was anybody other than LeBron James, he'd be ridiculed trying to get his son in the NBA. We saw it down with Urban Meyer trying to get Tim Tebow a job as a tight end. Right? His next door neighbor, his friend. And the player said, F no, he's no good. There's 20 kids in college who played tight end who deserve that job. And what happened? Tim Tebow didn't get a job because it wasn't right. And Bronny's not right, and he proved this year he's not ready. He's not ready for the NBA. He's a marginal player at best. I refuse to sit here and act like it's okay. It ain't the same thing as a job. If I own a store or I own something, that you people hire people all the time. It still ain't right. I just said that from the jump.
Okay.
Nepotism ain't right.
Okay.
Unless you own a family store and you can hire whoever you want if it's your business. You can.
Well, first off,
As you can probably agree with me, this was absolutely brutal. When I heard it, oh my goodness, I was really surprised he went that far. He mentioned many things which I have said myself in my previous videos from months ago. Many from the media were literally afraid to criticize LeBron for the move and criticize the Lakers as well. They were afraid of losing influence. They were afraid of losing access to LeBron James, access and the ability to get Laker tickets and so on. Rob also mentioned Michael Jordan. As we know, Jordan was the owner of an NBA team. He could have done whatever he wanted. He could have drafted both of his sons and have them play as starters on his team if he wanted to. But he had principles and was not going to use his position and influence to cheat other players, fans, the NBA, and the game of basketball. LeBron and cheating kind of go together in a lot of ways. He took the easy route to a title as he couldn't do it the correct way, and that's a knock on him. He used the influence to make the Lakers draft his son, as if LeBron wasn't the father, there would be exactly zero chance of Bronny considered to be drafted. And add to that they actually gave him a 4-year guaranteed almost $9 million contract. Which other 55th pick in the NBA draft gets that? Please tell me. As the NBA stepped in on trades with CP3 in the past and others because they just had to step in my opinion, the NBA should have stepped in this case because that whole situation damages the product, damages the believability of everything and integrity of the whole system of drafting players that actually deserve to be drafted. There was a guy available for that position at 55 who was going to get drafted fairly, thanks to his achievements and hard work, and he could have helped his family and it would have changed his life completely. That was taken away from that person with Bronny being drafted when he completely had nothing on his resume to warrant him getting drafted except LeBron James being his father. Now, Rob Parker is my hero here, as his explosion on this topic couldn't have been any more to the point and on point. I loved the quote from him when he said, "It's not right unless you own a store and own the damn business." Loved it when he said that. And I have to admit, he was absolutely correct. Now, after listening to his words and mine, what is your guys' take? I mean, this has been talked about before, but we have seen Bronny for a full season now in the NBA. You can judge now a lot better than before. Share your thoughts with me in the comments and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now check out the video that you see right now of Olden Polynice, a 15-year NBA veteran, stating that LeBron James will never win another NBA ring unless he buys one. Right now, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.